British broadcasting legend and former celebrity Big Brother star James Whale has sadly passed away at the age of 74, following a long and incredibly brave battle with cancer. The beloved TalkTV presenter, known for his bold radio persona and decades-long career in media, died 5 years after his cancer returned and just weeks after announcing that he had entered the final stage of his illness. In a deeply emotional broadcast on June 21, James addressed his audience one last time, revealing that he had only weeks left to live. "I'm actually in my last couple of weeks," he said calmly. "Over the 50 years, I have interviewed and chatted to some of the most amazing people. It may have been you. Maybe we'll catch up for the last time." His candor, even in the face of death, reflected the same fearless and unapologetic attitude that made him a radio icon. James Whale was first diagnosed with kidney cancer in 2000, and after a successful fight, he went on to found Kidney Cancer UK, a charity dedicated to research, awareness, and support for those affected by the disease. But in 2020, James announced that the cancer had returned, this time spreading to his spine, brain, and lungs. Despite the devastating news, he chose to continue broadcasting, often speaking openly and honestly about his health journey. Back in May 2024, James had shared that treatment was no longer working and that he would likely not make it to Christmas. Yet, despite setbacks, including a serious bout of influenza A and a stint in intensive care over the holidays, he managed to celebrate his 74th birthday surrounded by family and close friends. His wife, Nadine, kept fans updated and even joked that James had batted off the Grim Reaper yet again, a nod to the broadcaster's famously stubborn and fighting spirit. Born in 1951, James Whale began his broadcasting career in the 1970s, eventually becoming a household name in the UK thanks to his late-night talk shows. Known for his no-nonsense, often controversial style, he hosted the James Whale radio show across various stations, including LBC, TalkSport, and Talk Radio, where he built a loyal fanbase who admired his candor and wit. In 2016, he brought his outspoken persona to reality TV, appearing as a contestant on Celebrity Big Brother, where he showed a more personal and introspective side to viewers. His personal life was marked by both love and loss. James had 2 children, James and Peter, with Melinda Maxted, his longtime partner, who was tragically diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer in 2018. Melinda passed away just 3 months later, a heartbreaking loss James never shied away from discussing, especially when raising awareness for cancer-related causes. Though he had been moved to hospice care shortly before his passing, James reportedly felt at peace in his final days. "I'm actually happy to go now," he shared during his last days, indicating he had come to terms with his fate and was ready. His passing marks the end of a remarkable career, one that blended entertainment, advocacy, and raw honesty in a way very few others could. If you grew up listening to James Whale or admired his unfiltered broadcasting style, take a moment to celebrate the legacy he leaves behind. From pioneering late-night talk shows to turning personal tragedy into action with his charity work, James Whale will be remembered not just as a broadcaster, but as a fighter, a storyteller, and a voice that never backed down.